Hi guys, welcome to another lecture discussion, whatever you guys are calling these in the ones where we're discussing We Wolf a Pig. I felt like the last one was a lot of repetition because maybe I also get nervous while trying to deliver these courses, but I'll try to make this one better. I still hope that the last one helped in some ways, and I hope this one helps even further in being able to understand the poem better. Now, we already established that one of the major themes of View of a Pig is about finding acceptance, right? Because it's a large scale commentary on life itself. So, if you read the last paragraph, distinctions and admiration such as this one was long finished with, I stared at it a long time. They were going to scald it and scour it like a doorstep. Now, if you read the last paragraph, it's a commentary on the different ways people find acceptance about something. Here, because Hughes can't do much to change what has happened. So just looking at it, that okay, fine, the pig's dead. Now they're just going to scald the pig. It can't do anything. So just look at it and that's about it. Maybe feel sorry for it. And that's it. And that kind of commentary about how different people find acceptance in different ways is really important to understand, because that's also something that the world largely does not accept, right? For example, we know that people ink their bodies at times to find acceptance about a certain event. That's largely criticized. Or if not largely, it's still criticized on certain levels. Some people, some people swallow the hard pill of life with probably a glass of wine. That's also sometimes commented upon or perceived negatively. Some people do it by just crying out. Some people do it by listening to a lot of music. So there are different means that people find acceptance about something. Some people do it by maybe dancing it out. I don't know, because you hear that song by Robin, I keep dancing on my own, and you look at Robin in that song and you're like, yeah, she's just dancing to the agony. So there are different ways to find acceptance about something, but that's also an idea that's not that largely accepted, that the ways to find acceptance about an event occurred can vary, because everybody tends to be focused on one thing. Like, for example, if you're sad or if something bad has happened or whatever, people will tell you, no, he'll get over it. Just touch the grass or something like that. It varies for everyone. Here, Hughes did not cry about seeing that very gory image. He just stared at it, and that was his acceptance, taking in the visual that okay, fine, this is the reality. Some people find acceptance by like, there can be various ways, right? For example, you're getting older, uglier, you feel like your insides are probably now reflecting on your eyes and face and everything. You're like, the dark soul can show on all my features or something. And how do you find acceptance about it? Probably you cry about it at nights. And some people would also perhaps, I don't know, some people would write about it. Some people would feel better maybe by reading stuff about finding acceptance. So there can be all sorts of ways that you find acceptance with. Then, um, other than the various ways of finding acceptance, also the aftermath of finding acceptance, which we don't think so much about. And because View of a Pig remains to be a commentary on life of sorts, if you read the last two lines, if you read the last line, uh, scald it and scour it like a doorstep, the echoing effect of something horrifying on you, right? Um, yes, you move on, and we all say that we've moved on, we've healed, but something traumatic, like from a heartbreak to something losing or whatever, the echo of it will always be there. I don't know how many people are taking the course on The Namesake, but in that story, you see how Lahiri has spoken about the fact that Ashok goes on to live his life, yes, but as an aftermath of that accident. When his son is born, he's reminded of that accident. When he's getting married, he's reminded of that accident. He carries the weight of it for the rest of his life. And so when we talk about Hughes as a poet and the depth of his genius, or the depth of his thoughts, this is the depth of his thoughts, that he's able to bring so much together so beautifully. Because as a commentary on life, if you look at The View of a Pig, these are very nuanced details on life that we don't technically always think about or consider. The fact that how much does an aftermath of something weighs on us, the aftermath of a relationship, the aftermath of a accident, the aftermath of a fight, it weighs on us. We may be able to not bring it up every day, but somewhere in our subconscious mind, it does. Plath passed away, and people say yes, he went on to marry, all of that stuff, but nobody ever thinks how much he may have missed those moments with Plath, right? Whatever he shared, looking at the children grow up, he may have obviously looked at them and been like, dude, they remind me of my wife. Those things we'll discuss further in upcoming videos. I hope this was helpful, not monotonous, and I will try to explain the poem better further. We'll discuss about the narrative that Hughes has chosen and why has he chosen the narrative that he's chosen in an upcoming discussion. If you like the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, guys. Subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon to stay updated. Show support, guys, because honestly, when I'm making these videos, I'm sweating out of stress. And at times when I'm rewatching these videos, it's really hard to rewatch them. That's why. So don't forget to show support, guys. And other than showing support, just yeah, I hope that you guys also do your assignments in the description below.